Hey guys, and welcome, and thank you for joining me for another daily shave. I haven't been making too many videos recently, sorry about that. I've been pretty busy. I like to make as many videos as possible, but it's just life. And anyway, I'm very excited to be back here in front of the camera and making some new videos, because I've been using some new products recently that I'm very excited to share with you guys. These are really nice products that I have actually been really thoroughly enjoying, that I think have been adding a lot of quality to my shaves and have been giving me excellent shaves over the past week or so. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I'm going to be using in today's video that I have not used in a video yet is a new shaving brush. It's actually a badger hair brush, which is pretty odd for me. This is the Semogue Owners Club badger hair brush. So Semogue is a Portuguese company, and they make a whole line of brushes. They make badger hair brushes as well as boar hair brushes, and I've used a lot of their boar hair brushes, and they're fantastic brushes. Really well made, very nice boar hair in there. They just work fantastically. I really like their boar hair brushes. They also have a line of badger hair brushes, and recently I've kind of been interested more so in badger hair brushes, which I'll get to in a moment, so I decided to look into the Semogue line of badger hair brushes. And just like the Semogue Owners Club boar hair brush, which they make, which I have sitting over here somewhere. Let's see, here it is. This is the Semogue Owners Club boar hair brush. They also make the Semogue Owners Club badger hair brush. And this caught my attention because this is a very highly reviewed and highly regarded badger hair brush. It's available for around $69 or so. I actually picked this up on Amazon. It's a two-band badger hair brush, which means, it's a little bit different than silver tip, but you kind of have this dark hair down here and kind of these white tips up here. And the nice thing about these two-band badger hair brushes is that you still get the soft tips on here. It's not as soft as like a really soft silver tip, from what I can tell. It's not quite that soft, but it's still very soft. But these hairs in here are a lot more stiff. They have a lot more backbone, so you can kind of dig into your soap more and load up more soap, which I really like, because that's something that I like about boar hair brushes is their level of backbone. I feel like I can load up more soap and make a nicer lather with it, because I have that kind of just that push in the hairs onto my face. And this brush definitely stands out among badger hair brushes for me because of the backbone in here. So anyway, I've been really enjoying this brush, and like I mentioned before, I've kind of been more interested in badger hair brushes recently rather than boar hair brushes. I'm a boar hair guy through and through. I love my boar hair brushes. I think they have awesome backbone. I think that they can be really soft when broken in. I think that they're a fantastic deal, especially for any new guys out there. But I think that badger hair does have certain advantages over boar hair. The badger hairs, they're finer, and finer hairs allow you to whip up a nicer lather faster, which is really nice, and they're also softer from the get-go. So between those two, I think that those are actually pretty substantial differences. I mean, you're using this to create a lather, and if it can make a lather better and faster, I think that that's a really nice thing. So anyway, I've really been enjoying this brush. I wouldn't say I'm a badger hair guy yet. I know most of the seasoned wet shavers out there are, but nonetheless, I've been really enjoying this brush a ton. Very nice brush and a great deal. That's the other aspect about this I really like. Most badger hair brushes out there, to get a good deal, you're going to be dropping, 50 plus bucks, more so in the range of 100, even 200, 300 for some of these high-end badger hair brushes. But I think that this stands with some of those high-end badger hair brushes at 69 bucks. And so, I think that's a great deal. Anyway, I'm going to be using this in today's shave as my shaving brush. The second thing I'm going to be using in today's shave, this is actually going to be my third shave with these blades. It is the Kai razor blades. So this is how I got them in just kind of a trial pack. There are 10 blades in here. They come packaged like this in just an unmarketed white wrapper, and the blades, you open them up and there's no marking on the blades. They're just absolutely plain razor blades in there. But these come to us from Japan, and these have been giving me outstanding shaves. I mean, this is very quickly possibly becoming my favorite razor blade of all time. I will do a full review of this blade in the very near future, but these blades, they are incredibly sharp. They're up there with feather sharp. I'd say they are like a hair less sharp than feather blades, but where they really stand apart from feather blades is where feather blades aren't too smooth. These are incredibly smooth too. They have that nice balance between sharpness and smoothness, but they're incredibly sharp. And these have just been giving me awesome shaves no irritation, so close, very, very smooth shaves. So I'm really, really impressed with that. I have them loaded up for today's shave here in my Mercor 34C razor, and this is going to be the third shave on this blade. And I've talked to people, well, on Instagram, someone messaged me on there saying that they get about 9 shaves per blade, and I looked around some of the forums out there, and guys echoed that. They say that they get a lot of shaves out of these blades. They're more expensive. I picked up a 50 pack of these for around $23 on Amazon. So that's pretty pricey when you come down to it. It's like 50 cents a blade, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Just under 50 cents a blade. So these are the most expensive double-edged razor blades I've ever used, but if they are my most favorite ones out there and give me the best shaves, I'm definitely willing to drop that kind of money, 50 cents a blade. It's more expensive when you're talking about, some blades out there like 9-10 cents a pop. These are about 50 cents a pop, but if they give fantastic shaves, I'm more than happy to spend 50 cents on a blade. It's really not that much money, especially if they're lasting for like 9 shaves. I'm not expecting to get 9 shaves out of this. This is going to be my third shave, like I mentioned, on this blade. If you get 5 shaves from a blade, I still think it's a great deal. Alright, for today's shaving soap, I'm going to be using Velobra, Virgilio Velobra. This is from Genoa, Italy. And I looked up a little bit about this company. It's been around since the 18th century. So they've been making soap since the 1700s in Italy. This is a tallow-based soap. Also has stearic acid in there, palm oil, a few other things. But this is their classic scent here. It's kind of that almond, maraschino, cherry kind of classic Italian shaving soap scent. I've used it a few times in the past. I don't think I've used it in a video, but it's a fantastic soap. Alright, so I just got a shower facial hair. It's nice, hydrated, ready to go. I have 1 day of facial hair growth, and I have the puck of Velobra soap. So it comes wrapped in that cardboard package I showed you guys, just wrapped in plastic. I took it, shoved it here into my Captain's Choice lathering bowl. It didn't quite fit. I just kind of shoved it in there and made it work, and this soap was blooming while I was in the shower. So I'm going to go ahead and take the bloom water and add it to my face. While I'm talking about that, I also want to talk about blooming soaps. So I used to not bloom my shaving soaps, but since I've been doing that, this has really opened up the world of badger hair brushes to me. This is another point I wanted to mention earlier. I forgot to mention it though. So like I mentioned, badger hair brushes tend to have less backbone, like a lot less backbone than boar hair brushes. And part of the problem with that for me is I like loading up a lot of soap, and it's just hard when you have a really floppy badger hair brush to kind of load up enough soap at the level of soap that I like using for my shaves. But since I've been blooming my soaps, what that does is it loosens up all the soap on the outer side of the puck, so you can load up a lot easier. So this has allowed me to use badger hair brushes and load them up to the level that I like for my shaves. So like I mentioned, this really has opened up the world of badger hair brushes to me. So I really recommend you guys bloom your soaps. I think it's a fantastic thing. I kind of resisted it for a while. I did a few times, didn't really think it added much, but now I'm at a point where I think it adds a ton, and I bloom my soaps before every single shave. Alright, so this is blooming while I was in the shower. I'm going to take the bloom water. Do not waste this water. Use it and add it to your facial hair. It's adding water to your face, but it's also adding your first layer of soap that you can use to build your lather on. So then once I load up, I take the puck of soap, whatever it's in, and I definitely drain it out like this, because I don't want any excess water in there. There's some more hidden underneath the puck, because I don't want excess water messing with my shaving soap to water ratio. It's a very fine ratio that you need to get pretty accurate to get a good lather. I mean, there's a big level of tolerance in there, but nonetheless, that ratio is very important. So there we go. There's the puck of soap pressed into the bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and take my badger hair brush, Semogue Owners Club Badger, once again. Take it, wring it out. And so I have a little puck of alum here, the Razor Rock alum. I just dip my fingers in it. It gives me better grip. I've been using a lot of alum recently while shaving just to get better grip on my shaving brushes and my razors. Here we go to the puck. We go ahead and load up. So as Anthony Esposito, the Stallion, says, load it like you hate it, and I completely agree with him. What he's saying there is load up a lot of shaving soap. You know, I think it makes better lathers, and I think that it creates a higher degree of variability of water that the lather can accept to give you an amazing lather for the shave. Alright, there we go. Plenty of soap loaded up. Go to the puck here. We've actually got some nice lather just coming off the puck. I'm going to clear all this out. Oh my gosh, look how much lather already. This is probably enough lather right here just from the puck to shave with. Honestly, it just about covers my face. Alright, so I'm just going to rinse it out. Whenever I put a shaving soap in a bowl like this to lather up, I just rinse it out to get off the excess suds, and I set it upside down here on a little towel here on a drying rack so it can dry out properly. Alright, to the brush, I'm going to face lather. Beautiful lather. It's absolutely overflowing the brush right now. I've dropped a ton of lather here in my sink. Awesome. Very beautiful. Very light scent. Now that I've made a lather with this soap, the scent is almost barely detectable at this point. Alright, to the razor. Mercor 34C with a Kai blade in here. Third shave on this razor blade. First pass with the grain. And I can already tell this blade still has its sharpness even though it's a third shave with it. Look how fast it's going here on my skin. Lots of speed. Alright, awesome first pass. Took off a ton of hair there. Feeling good, no tugging. So like I mentioned there, one way you can tell how sharp a blade is, at least for me, one of the things I look for is how fast the blade's moving on my skin. If it's moving really quickly, I can tell it's a sharper blade because, you know, if the blade isn't as sharp, it's not cutting the hairs as quickly and as easily, so it's kind of slower on the face. These Kai blades are very fast. Pretty good slickness left behind from this soap. Not the slickest out there, but pretty good. Alright, back to the brush. Second lather. I just paint it on. Alright, second pass, cross grain this direction. Awesome. Very, very close. And that was a great cross grain pass. Because these blades are so sharp, this hair right here in my face tends to grow this way, so I'm kind of going against the grain here. Just cruises right through that section. This is one of the toughest sections right here on my face when going cross grain. Anyway, just side note. Back to the brush. Third lather. Alright, third pass, cross grain this direction. Alright, third pass, nice and smooth here. Feeling around. I don't know where I really need to get too much more. A little bit under my mustache area. Alright, back to the brush. Pull out the lather. Gobs of lather. Look how much lather this brush holds. It's pretty amazing. Beautiful lather. I'm liking the soap. It's a very luxurious protective lather, but it's not the slickest lather. I feel safe saying that. I wish the scent was a little bit more. Alright, feeling around with my left hand, razor in my right, going to clean up any areas I just want to get a little bit closer. Alright, I think that's it. Not much of a cleanup needed there. I'm very happy with this shave, how it's feeling. Go ahead and get cleaned up. Alright, feeling around for the shave. Amazing. Very, very close shave. It's very smooth. Wow. I'm very, very impressed with these Kai blades. And that's the third shave on this blade. Usually somewhere around like the third, fourth shave, that's when razor blades tend to start to lose their edge. This is still incredibly sharp, giving very smooth, close shaves. Like that a lot. The brush was awesome. Did a great job whipping up that lather. The shaving soap, the Velobra, like I mentioned, very protective, cushiony lather, but not the slickest. Post-shave's, it's okay. It's fine. There's a little bit of post-shave hydration here, but I can feel my skin drying out pretty quickly. So, I don't know. Not an absolute top performer. A nice soap and a traditional shaving soap, which I do like. But anyway, it's okay. Alright, post-shave today. First thing I'm going with is the alcohol-free Cucumber Thayer's Witch Hazel. Alright, and then for my aftershave balm, I'm going with the Soap Commander Integrity with the menthol. Some great stuff. The stuff's more or less just a face lotion, so if you guys, I still really like it. It's an incredible face lotion, artisan made, awesome ingredients in there. But if you guys are just starting, please feel free to use your face lotion that you currently use. I think that would suffice. Alright, that little bit of menthol in there always makes my eyes burn a little bit and I get a little bit squinty after using it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for today's shave. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really, really happy with these new things I'm using. I think this is just such a great brush, and those Kai blades I'm very, very impressed with. I think that they are a top blade out there. That being said, one of my friends used them. He shaves with a Mercor 23C, so it's the same head as a 24C, but it's a 3-piece razor versus a 2-piece razor like the 34C. It's a little bit longer handled. And the Kai blades, they just tear up his skin. I just want to put that caveat out there. I don't think that these blades are going to be perfect for everyone, but if they work well for you, I think that they might work fantastically. I'm very, very impressed with these. You will definitely be seeing them in more videos in the future, and I will be doing a full video review of these blades in the very near future. So please chime in below. I'm really interested to hear about Kai blades from you guys, if you like them, if you've used them. I want to hear about the Velobra soap, if you guys have used it. Once again, if you like it, kind of what you think of the properties of it. And let me know if you've used this Semogue Owner Club Badger Hair Brush. Very interested to hear some feedback about it, because I'm also very impressed with this product. Very awesome shave. So once again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and lots of videos to come.